every Celtics fan was saying, just wait. Wait until Gordon Hayward comes back. Wait until Kyrie Irving comes back. And then they did. Then they did come back. And now those same Celtic fans are saying, just wait. Just wait until Kyrie leaves. We can't wait until Kyrie leaves. It's incredible. If last night was Kyrie's final game in Boston as a Celtic, I don't think there are going to be very many Celtic fans that are that sorry to see that guy go. I mean, what an amazing 11 months it has been. And what an amazing night last night was. Kyrie playing at home. 23 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds. I mean, not great, not terrible. But if you dig a little deeper, you realize it actually is terrible. Because everything about his performance was terrible. His head did not seem to be in the game. His heart didn't seem like that was in the game either. And when his team needed him most, he was nowhere to be found. The guy left the court before the game was even over. Now, I know that's a classic sports radio thing. You know, guys leaving the court early or not shaking hands at the end of the series. Easiest topic ever. That's right up there with the designated hitter. Whether Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. Whether or not to pay college athletes. Or Bob Knight reaction. The laziest talk radio topics ever. I mean, I could say a few things about how Kyrie is a quitter and then just go to the phones and take 3 hours of calls on that. Easiest and laziest thing ever. Same show that every other hack in the world is doing right now. Here's the thing about Kyrie leaving the court early. It didn't matter. It's not a problem because the guy barely seemed to be on the court when he was there in the first place. Who cares if the guy left? He wasn't doing anything when he was on it. Not when guys like George Hill and Pat Connaughton are absolutely dominating Boston's backcourt. I mean, don't get me wrong. Those two guys are gamers. They battle, they'll come at you. But they're not superstars. And that can't happen if you're Kyrie Irving, alleged superstar, in a must-win game. Kyrie had this to say after Game 3.
From this point on, I don't think you'll see another 8 for 22.
So after Game 3, Kyrie, quote, "From this point on, I don't think you'll see another 8 for 22. Kyrie Irving in Game 4, 7 for 22. Jim Rome, today, awesome. Man, I love that. The guy was right. We didn't see another 8 for 22. That would have been an improvement. But if you ask him, the problem was not that he took 22 shots. It's that he didn't take more shots.
For me, the 22 shots, I should have shot 30. It really, I'm not great of a shooter, so I think that.
I should have shot 30 because I'm not great of a shooter. I see this guy working. There's that legendary Kobe story about going 0 for 30 before he'd go 0 for 9 because 0 for 9 means you beat yourself. I guess that's where Kyrie's coming from, I guess. I think, sort of. One problem. In his last 3 games, Kyrie is 19 for 62. The volume of shots is not the issue. It's the volume of shots that are going in. But the more telling part of his night came in the following answer.
Basketball player, prepare the right way. Like I said, it's a little different when, your rhythm is challenged every play down. You're being picked up full court. They're doing things to test you. And, the expectations on me are going to be sky high. And I try to utilize their aggression against them and still put my teammates in great positions while still being aggressive. I'm trying to do it all.
So what you're saying is it's because of the way they're guarding you that it's a little bit different, that it's disrupting your rhythm. Yeah, right. This is how this goes. When you want to be a superstar, this is how it goes. This is what happens. The Milwaukee Bucks, a basketball team that you're playing in the playoffs, yet they're going to try and play defense against you, Kyrie. That's how it goes. They might do crazy things like pick up full court. They might do things to test you. That's what happens. I mean, is this new to you? Because you can't honestly be telling everybody that this is hard, right? I mean, that's not your take. This is hard. They're doing things to me. It's supposed to be hard. That's the point. And if you are who you claim to be, that's what's expected of you. to beat whatever it is they throw at you. The problem is, I'm not sure that you are who you claim to be. Like, you want to be the man. You want to have your own team. And then throughout the entire season, you've ducked that. Being the man on a team is awesome when you're winning. But it also means that you've got to step up when you're losing. And Kyrie ducks that as often as possible. You wanted it. You got it. But apparently you can't handle it. Now Kyrie is down 3-1. Sure, he's been down 3-1 before. Cleveland was down 3-1 to Golden State in 2016. So he's asked, is there anything that you can draw upon from that? Quote, it's hard to make any comparisons, end quote. He then added, quote, I think the difference is just the experience, end quote. Wrong again. You know what the difference is? The 2016 Cavs had LeBron James. The 2019 Celtics have Kyrie Irving. That's the difference. Not experience. That's your difference. LeBron James is the man. Kyrie thinks he's the man. Kyrie wants the perks of being the man, but without the responsibilities that come along with it. And this is a warning now to every team looking at Kyrie this summer. I'm sure somebody will max him out, but let that be your warning. The Celtics seem to have gotten worse since he returned. It's not necessarily all on him, but it's worth looking at. Here's another thing that you need to ask yourself if you want to sign this guy. Is Kyrie the guy that you want to build around? Does Kyrie make the guys around him better? Ask the Celtics. They were one win from the finals last year, and now they're one loss from the golf course this year. So, did he make them better? Was he worth it? Again, somebody will pay him max money. Just know what you're getting when you sign him. Buyer beware. I'd be really concerned about bringing that guy in and expecting him to be a 1 and paying him max money. I agree with what Tom Haberstroh said. He's better served as a 2, maybe even a 3, depending on where he goes.